Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Rated RKO Superstar here, coming to you with a video. This isn't exactly a news thing or a personal thing. This is more or less my thoughts. Well, I guess that would make it personal. It's my thoughts on a certain wrestler and what I think went wrong. Now, I think a while ago I mentioned something like that for a series, like where WWE went wrong with a superstar or something like that. This is that. This is the first time I'm doing that. Now, what I want to do is I want to talk about Cara. Cara, as most of you guys know, has not been the same guy throughout his WWE tenure. At first, it was Mystico. Right now, he's Mystices on one of the indie circuits. And the current Cara is the guy that was Hunico. Now, a while ago, back when he debuted, the hype for him was insane. It was insatiable, really. They would air a promo for him every week. They'd build up so much hype for him, and he really showed that he could be the next Rey Mysterio, and very well still could be. But here's my problem with him. WWE dropped the ball on him, and I got thinking about that after the Intercontinental title match he had with Bad News Barrett yesterday on SmackDown, and I just got thinking, what should they have done with him? Well, with Rey Mysterio on his way out, and due to multiple injuries, I think right now would be a good time to start pushing him into the, as one of the, not faces, like big guys, but definitely push him to like the main eventer level, like what Dolph Ziggler was at. Because I totally think that WWE could pull it off with Sin Cara. He's marketable. He's got the in-ring ability. And there's just so much you can do with him. Like, I love what they're doing with him in NXT with, what's his name, Kalisto? Or Kalisto, however you pronounce it. And, I was happy to see him win a championship in the WWE, even though it was an NXT Tag Team Championship. I really was happy to see him, because I've always been a huge supporter of Sin Cara. I really have. I've always thought Sin Cara could be the next big thing as far as the face of luchador wrestling in the United States. But what they should have done with him during his, I'm going to call it freshman year, is they should have had him hold a championship for a while. Now, a while back, and this is 2011 when he debuted, there was a Battle Royal, and I think it was either for a vacated world title, or it was for a number one contendership, and it came down to Mark Henry and Sin Cara. Mark Henry ended up winning. But I think, I remember watching it and saying Sin Cara should have won that. Because, well, scratch that. It would have made more sense for Mark Henry to win it. Instead, because he had the whole Hall of Pain gimmick going on, and he was bound to win the world title. And I'm happy that Mark Henry got to hold on to the World Heavyweight Championship for a little bit of his career. But he is one of the more, to put it delicately, veterans of the industry. Like, Ric Flair, when he held his last championship, it was the Intercontinental Championship. That was good. And when it was the same kind of deal when Mark Henry won the world title, if you ask me. Now, why I say that is because they're both older, both on the ass end of their career, although I do believe Mark Henry could go for a while. The guy's an unstoppable machine. But, that being said, Sin Cara was still green, which I guess that could be a bad thing, because he didn't have enough experience in the WWE, like Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, everyone's complaining about because he's still green. He's got improvement. Sin Cara had the same deal going on, but I believe Sin Cara at the time could have been in the world title picture, instead of going on to face who would become Hunico, and who would later become Sin Cara. Now, let's say they did do that. Let's say hypothetically that Sin Cara did win that Battle Royal and became the World Heavyweight Champion at Night of Champions 2011. I think what would have happened was Christian would have gone after the World Championship after Sin Cara, and no. Let's backtrack a little bit. Let's go back to the Night of Champions event itself, and hypothetically, Sin Cara and Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. Here's what I think should have happened, or if Sin Cara won. Sin Cara and Randy Orton, they would have put on a hell of a match. They contrast well with each other. Randy Orton's a good brawler character, or he's got a good brawl style to him, and Sin Cara obviously got a good luchador style to him. They would have put on a hell of a show. Mark Henry would have came out in the middle of the match and screwed Randy Orton. The ref wouldn't have been looking like he would have been knocked out from like a clothesline or something that Sin Cara does. I don't know. And then Sin Cara would have capitalized. Referee would run down 1, 2, 3. Sin Cara become the world champion. Hell in a Cell, a triple threat match would come, and it would be Sin Cara defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Mark Henry within the confines of the Hell in a Cell. Sin Cara would have ended up winning, and here's what I would have had happen after that. Rey Mysterio would have been put back into the World Heavyweight Championship picture. Randy Orton and Mark Henry would have gone on to still have a rivalry, Hall of Pain, whatever. But Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio against each other. We've all wanted that since Sin Cara debuted. We've all said that's what should happen. That's what WWE should book. Now, how I would book it is Rey Mysterio would be jealous. He would be jealous of the fact that Sin Cara is basically saying, you're done. It'd be like LeBron James. It'd be like Sin Cara as LeBron James and Rey Mysterio as Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant had a good run, and he's still good, just not as good as LeBron. Rey Mysterio had a good run, but he's getting older. Sin Cara could very well be the next Rey Mysterio. And in this storyline, the hypothetical storyline, Rey Mysterio would have been jealous and would have went heel. He would have ended up getting a World Championship match. And he would continue to get inside Sin Cara's head saying, you're going to be nothing. You're not going to amount to anything as far as luchadors or the WWE or any promotion goes. And, Sin Cara would have went on to defend the title against, Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler even. And it would all culminate to a World Championship match at WrestleMania 28, which would feature Sin Cara versus Rey Mysterio, mask versus mask, title versus career. Should Rey Mysterio lose, not only does he have to unmask himself and reveal himself to the world, but he also has to retire. Sin Cara loses, done with the mask. And there would be no gimmicks. There would be no mask underneath the mask. It would just be, you're done. No more mask. They would have put on a hell of a match. Hell of a technical match. Shades of Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio in there. Shades of great technical wrestling. And it would have been perfect for Sin Cara, and it would have put him over. 1, 2, 3, Sin Cara retains. And then Daniel Bryan keeps his promise that he was originally going to keep and cashes in his Money in the Bank at WrestleMania that year, winning the World Heavyweight Championship. And Rey Mysterio would have unmasked. Now, Daniel Bryan would have gone on to defend the world title for a while. A long time, and I would have had him drop it to Chris Jericho. Because Chris Jericho, I think WWE dropped the ball on him too when he returned. I'll probably do something on that later too. But this is about Sin Cara. Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania would have been such a great match. Everyone wanted it to happen. Hell, I remember hearing that they wanted to break the Guinness World Record for most masks worn at a single event with Rey Mysterio masks and Sin Cara masks. That would have been great. I would have loved to have seen that. It would have broke so much ground for the WWE, and it would have got them another world record. Now, why they didn't do that, that's beyond me. Should they have done what I said? That's for you to decide. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and tell me what you think the WWE should have done or should do with Sin Cara. This is the Rated RKO Superstar signing out. Take care.